I'm Melonie at the Vancouver Yoga Center in Vancouver, Washington, USA, and I'm here to cover some basic breathing. So if you are new to classes, this might be a helpful tutorial in getting you into breathing in and out through your nostrils, getting you into breathing into the different areas of the body that we want to breathe. You may have heard that abdominal breathing is the deepest breathing to do, and it is a deep breath, but we want to actually deepen that even further. So if you have a strap nearby, you'll want to have a strap, or it could be a robe tie, or it could be a belt that feels comfortable, maybe a cloth belt. And we're going to take this circle, this belt, this loop around our bodies. And we're going to place it at our rib cage, bottom of the rib cage, so that it is touching the ribs on all sides. So where this strap is where your diaphragm is. And your diaphragm is the muscle of breathing. You know, it expands and contracts like any other muscle, but it does so with the ebb and flow of your lungs, of the breath that comes in and out, and aids the breath coming in and out. So we want to have this strap around so we can actually get more in touch with our diaphragm, to feel our diaphragm more. So place a strap, if you've got one, around your body. If you don't have something, maybe you just touch the sides of your ribs or around this area. We want to cinch it so it feels like it's not going to fall out of place, that it's there, but not too tight that we can't take a normal breath in and out. So once you have that, then let your hands just rest on your lap. You could be in any seated position. You could be sitting in a chair. You could be lying down on the ground. Be whatever position is most comfortable for you. And close the eyes and just take normal breaths in and out. And when you just take your normal breath in and out, just notice where you feel it around on the strap. Maybe it's just the front of the strap. Maybe it's also the sides or only the sides. Just pay attention. And we're trying to breathe, if we can, in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. And this warms the air and purifies it for our body. It also slows us down a bit. When we breathe through the mouth, we often are more shallow in our breath. We take kind of gulps of breath in. And so if we slow our breath down, it's actually more detoxifying to our body as well. So now as you're breathing, and you've kind of noticed where you primarily breathe, I want to make this more of an exercise. So your next few breaths, breathe a bit more into the front of the strap. So with your in-breath, you're trying to expand like a balloon and press it forward out into the front of the strap. And then of course with the exhale, the balloon deflates and it draws back and in towards the body. So you're expanding with the in-breath and you're drawing, contracting with the exhale. Now, everything from the strap and below that's your abdominal breathing. So you might notice, not only does my ribs expand, but my belly feels to get expansive and kind of distended with the in-breath and then draws back in with the exhale. And that's the abdominal breathing. Now, take your awareness to the sides of the ribs. And with your breath in, try to expand the ribs more laterally. I call this the fish gills. And then exhale, they draw back in. Just like fish gills, with the in-breath, they expand out, they expand out. And with the exhale, they draw back in. Now, try to breathe into the very back of the strap. Try to create the space that's there between your body and the strap. Try to fill that in with a little bit of pressure, a little bit with the breath. In and on the expansion, it expands outward with the in-breath and then draws in with the exhale. And if you can do all three of these areas at the same time, with the in-breath it opens and expands, presses into the strap, and with the exhale it draws back away from the strap, then that is more of a surround breath. That's more of a full breath. And you got to think of this rib cage area like a balloon. When you inflate the balloon, it doesn't just inflate the back half of the balloon or one side of the balloon. It inflates all parts equally. Up, down, front, back, side to side, all of that gets expanded. So that's somewhat what we're feeling here with the surround breath with the strap. So that's one form of breathing and a breathing technique. Another we call the three-part breath, or the three-part yogic breath. And so if we were going to divide our sections, we just did surround, but if we were to divide the lower portion, then the middle portion, then the upper portion being more of our top of our clavicles, top of our shoulders. And that we want to, like a pitcher you'd fill with water, you'd want to inflate or expand the bottom, then expand and fill the top, the middle, then expand and fill all the way to the top. So with a 3-part breath, you might even place a hand on these regions. We've already got the straps, you could feel part of the lower part. So you breathe in and the lower part expands with this surround expansion of the strap. But we also fill up into the chest area, and then we fill up into the tops of our shoulders bright with our breath. And then you relax all of it. It's kind of like the balloon deflating. So you breathe in lower part, keep breathing middle part, keep breathing top part, and then exhale all the parts, right? And that's quite calming. And then you're at least taking a 3-second breath because it takes about a second into each of those. You could prolong that, maybe breathe in a couple seconds to the base, a couple more seconds to the middle, a couple more seconds to the top, and then all the way out. Now, when you breathe out, you can visualize 2 different ways. You could breathe in the bottom, the middle, the top, and then you could breathe out thinking the breath is coming out, then the breath is coming out from the middle, then the breath is coming out from the bottom. I often like to think that I'm filling the bottom, filling the middle, filling the top, and then I go back to the bottom, and with the exhale, I just let everything contract in, gently pressing the breath up through all the different sections to come out. It's just a way to visualize your breath. 3-part breath. So the strap is a very helpful tool for feeling your breath and for strengthening the lung capacity. Another very helpful tool is to have some sort of weighted object. It might be a book. It could be this block that I was sitting on. It could be a sandbag. Here is a 3 to 5 pound sandbag. And so you have some sort of weighted object and you lie on the back. And I like to lie on the back with the knees bent just to take some tensions out of the spine. And you place the weighted object on each of these different quadrants or different areas. And you just let the weight of it help sink the breath out. And then when you breathe in, you're trying to expand and allow it to push up into the object. But with the exhale, it just falls and melts back and the breath just gets pushed out. And you could do that in one section for a while and then start moving up to another section. If you've got a sandbag like this, you could even go the length of the chest, or you can go up to the top of the clavicles. So that's a handy tool. And again, it could be a book. So here I had the block. The block is very similar to a book. And with the in-breath, it rises. And with the exhale, you just let it fall. You don't have to hold. You don't have to force the breath. It's just the weight of it sinks down. Breath goes in, and it expands, and breath goes out. Now, you don't even have to have those objects. You could just, again, have your hands resting on the different parts of the body and feel the pulse and the rhythm, that there's an expansion that occurs on the in-breath and a contraction that occurs on the exhale. So those are some simple ways to get into the groove and the depth of your breath, and might be new for some people who have not taken much time to focus on their breath. So I hope that this was helpful. You can find more videos like these on our YouTube channel or our Vimeo channel. If you do like these, encourage me to do more of them by clicking the subscribe button. And you can also visit us at VancouverYogaCenter.com, and we've got online classes there, or come into an actual class, and we'd love to see you. Thank you.